friends, we have a fashion video, my top picks for the summertime, and I just wanted to bring you through what I've been wearing since the beginning of the summer season and how my wardrobe has taken a little bit of a transformation because I've been traveling quite a bit. I've been attending corporate conferences, and because of that, I had to be in corporate wear in terms of, you know, dressing a little fancier. But I also wanted to reconcile the desire to be comfortable but to also look fancy at the same time, which led me to choose certain items of clothing that I can swap in and out, that are easy to pack, that don't weigh a ton, that can be folded tight, right? They're not bulky items that take up a lot of space in my luggage or my backpack if I'm just traveling with that. And yes, I think I've created a summer capsule collection that ranges from casual chic to a little more elegant, sophisticated chic. So let's start it with the cash chic, shall we? So this has been the summer uniform in addition to my San Diego hat company, El Campo. I think this is a 4 diameter brim style. I also have the 2, is it 2 or 3? But I've been wearing this one as of late. I also have my black one, which is, this is what I call my magician hat. But the star of the show has to be this Athleta short sleeve linen shirt, which initially when I saw it folded on the table, I thought that's cute, but kind of not my style. And I spoke about short sleeves a lot, where I didn't feel it was a fitting design for my body. But this guy has been on even on the hot days, because what I usually rely on this piece for is when it's hot outside but freezing inside, right? And or maybe it's when it was a little cooler in the morning or there's a breeze. This piece feels light even in warmer temperatures, but is perfect when I need a little bit of a cover up when on the train, or again in a space that the AC is blasting in and I'm not freezing, but I'm also not going to overheat either. And it just gives the entire look safari. You know what I mean? It's giving safari, and this is what I have been wearing. I bought the khaki color, and I also have this in black, and I'll wear the inverse where the shorts are like a more khaki color, and then I have the black top. Even the black, because of the color, it looks a little more polished, and even with like a fancier pant, I don't want to cover my mic, but just so you can see, I could button it up all the way or just wear it with the black on black, and it just gives the classiest look because I've been trying to improve my casual wear. I love streetwear, but I find it sometimes difficult to find that line between looking classy and elegant but also feeling comfortable at the same time. And I would wear these with my 2-strap Birks. That has been the shoe that I've been wearing all summer long. And I didn't know about Everlane until I was researching the internet. I think it started with Rudy, and then I went into Lisette, and then stumbled upon Everlane. That has been around, I think, for a bit, but I just was not hip to it. Bought these, they call like flax linen material. They're into like the alternative materials and whatnot, sustainability, la la la. But these are cargo style in this really pretty like khaki olive color, and the billowy shape is what I dig the most. And you can see how it's a little bit of a barrel leg. The thing I'm not crazy about is the pockets are in the front. I wish they kept the pockets on the side, because I don't think it would have interfered with the side pockets on the thigh. Is drawstring, as you see, elastic waist. The material feels a little bit on the itchy side. Initially, I noticed that. I got used to it because I love the shape so much. I kind of forgave the feel of the fabric. And I wore these on a hot day, and even though the waistband might feel a little bit not as soft as some materials that I have in my collection in my closet, this Flojo feel from the design makes it worth it. Even if this doesn't feel the softest, it's pretty soft, but it could be softer. And you see you have drawstrings here at the bottom. If you want it, you can cinch the pant so it's more of like a, comes into more of a cinched ankle, or you could keep it on the wide side. Speaking of hats, I purchased this Solbari wide brim sun hat that is also UPF 50 treated, just like the San Diego ones are. My apologies for not mentioning that. And the reason why I bought this particular style is because of the foldability and also the wire brim. I'll just come in a little closer. I could fold it up small. I could lift the brim. Also, it's long in the back, covers most of my neck, not the shoulders. Definitely one that feels light because of the color. There's a black one, but I thought that would have been a little too hot to wear in these higher temperatures. The strap is detachable, so you could take it off. There are these little hooks on the side, and you can wear the hat solo if you wanted. You also have a ponytail hole in the back if you wanted to wear a ponytail. You also have a bungee cord here if you wanted to make the hat a little tighter. So between my San Diego hat and my Solbari hat, we're good with the sun protection. And the pant chronicles continue with, I think this is called the Lisette Yoko pant. I'll put the style down in the description box. But what I loved about these was the fact that they are like a wideish legged pant, but you see how they kind of curve out? I wasn't ready for that. You know, when you see items of clothing in the store hung and you make predictions about it, you try it on, you're like, I was not expecting that silhouette to happen on my body. And that's exactly what occurred. You have the cargo pockets, you have the back pockets here, and yes, hip pockets, and not the weird front ones that we saw in the Everlane pants, but whatever. And this material is 100% cotton, woven in a way that is just insanely lightweight. I don't know if you can tell on camera. My apologies for the wrinkling, they were folded. But you see that the way it's woven, there's almost like a sheen to the pant. It's drawstring. This is a medium. I could have went with the small, but I wanted just a little more room around the hips. And the length is perfect, where I could wear these with my Birks and they don't brush against the floor. And I traveled with these pants. Oh, like the perfect travel pant, because they're so lightweight and you could move well in them. You could cross your legs. And if we wanted to style this outfit up, okay, we got the Lisette pants, and this is a Joa Brown tank top, which, you know, I'm obsessed with Joa Brown. You got the Athleta short sleeve. We got the San Diego hat. Okay, alrighty. And this is an old Kuyana tote that I have not worn in ages because I'm a backpacker. But I understand sometimes where the outfit calls for a tote, and this is kind of, you know, this is a fancier Alicia. I could get fancier, but this is like my capsule collection and pretty much has been dominating my summer outfits. Something in this capacity, right? And I could even show you what it will look like with the backpack on, which I mentioned before, maybe not the most practical color, but I think this looks great as well. And it also has the chest strap, which evenly distributes the weight in a way that makes it easier to carry around on the back, especially when it's on the heavier side, like I had mentioned with the overnight trips. And I did get a new fanny pack. This is the MZ Wallace limited edition summer with like the beige and this caramel with the gold trim. Now, I mentioned before I wasn't crazy about MZ Wallace because of the logo in the front is like in your face MZ, but this color arrangement, this is what caught me. Caramel with ivory, it gets me. And what I have been wearing non-stop, again, this has been the outfit with my backpack as well. And I much rather carry a fanny pack instead of like my Kuyana tote. But I understand where the Kuyana tote can come into the outfit 100%. And we could level this up 100%. This blouse is also from Lisette, but I love how it's cut. You see that you have the cinching at the waist, where it's on the croppier side, but we put it on and we are maybe like 2 points fancier. And it's the same material as the pants, 100% cotton, but you have like these billowy sleeves, again, with the cropped waist. So if you don't like crop waist, this might be a little too high for you. You also have the same scrunching at the wrists. And again, we're looking classy lassie. And I think it goes beautifully well in contrast with the MZ fanny. And if I really wanted to look like a magician, we could throw on the San Diego hat and we're ready to go. I've traveled with this outfit before, and on days where my flight was delayed for like 7 hours, I was at the Toronto airport for that time, and I had this on for the entirety of me waiting at the gate and also on the plane, which was a short ride, thank goodness. But the material makes it so comfortable and lightweight that even on that hot wave day, one of the days that we've had, I wasn't suffocating in this material, because it can be tricky, right? It's not super hot in the airport. It's super hot when you go outside. And then inside the plane, it can be quite chilly, which is good. You don't want to be sweltering hot on the airplane, so that's not a complaint. But I just take those conditions into consideration when figuring out what to wear. And if I wanted to bring in the tote, 100% professional fancy. And there was a Kuyana insert that can go in this tote, which, by the way, I don't think they currently carry anymore. I bought this years ago, and I don't think this style is available from Kuyana, but they do have these tote inserts. They're like $100, and I'm like, I don't know. And I visited the store, tried it. The elastic part of the insert can be a little tight for a 16-inch. So you have to kind of like finagle it in and out, which I'm not crazy about when imagining myself going through security, because I want the laptop to slide in and out. I don't want any finagling. I just want to put everything on the tray and start walking to my gate. I might try it again, but I'm happy that I have this just as a backup accessory to kind of dress up the outfit. And just to show you, these are the Birks that I would wear with all the outfits you've seen thus far. With these pants, with the Everlane pants, with those shorts, which are Lululemon, by the way. I also decided to buy these Mary Janes by this brand here. I didn't check the internet to practice my pronunciation. Ide Berlin. I gave it a shot. Hopefully it wasn't a massacre. These are my black patent leather Mary Janes. I wanted a flat, but with a toe that looked pretty fancy with my Crocs in the background here. And I thought would look kind of fancy too with a higher leg, with a higher cut. So this is kind of what I was going for, and I like them a lot. This is a 6.5 or 36.5. The heel was a little tight at first, but now that I've worn them a few times, they feel great. And even with this pant style, you can just see as the toe peeks out from underneath, it has like a fancy look to it. Like, I could be wearing a heel, but I'm not. And I could wear it with maybe like a barrel leg type of a pant with a higher leg. But I like these a lot. I took a chance with these because I never considered myself to be a Mary Jane wearer, but it's worked out. And why not? We just have to put them on for the full effect, right? Now, this pant might be a little too long for these flats. I would wear my Birks because they're a little taller. I mean, not by much, but enough where the pant won't drag across the floor. But again, I appreciate the overall look where it's not super upscale, but I think it still has a touch of elegance to it. And it helps that the leather is shiny black patent, because anything that's shiny black with on a shoe just ups the outfit and polishes it entirely. Now, these are the second pair of Everlane pants that I purchased. Had to get these. I still had the tag on because I would like to wear these just in-house to get a feel. But I think the Mary Janes are cute with this type of a pant, don't you think? This material is a lot softer than the flax linen whatever, definitely softer, and Everlane pants run on the large size. I'm usually a size 6, these are a size 4, and they fit perfectly. A size 6 would have been too big, and you can see the pleats here on the front. We have regular hip pockets, and you see where the pant leg hits around my ankle. I'm 5'5", so I don't need any hemming. And again, kind of love just the casual nature, but because of style of pant, a little bit upscale. And again, I could add on my Athleta short sleeve, and it just kind of pulls everything together. And let me back up. I know these are not the most ideal dimensions. I don't have enough depth in my room to showcase head to toe up close, but I could back it up a little bit. I could also wear this with my Birks, right? So if I were to wear my Birk sandals, it will dress it down, but I think the outfit would still qualify for like a nice dinner out, especially in the summertime, where it's understood across several parties that you want to dress comfortably, still look nice put together, but not suffocate. And I could wear it with my MZ crossbody. If I wanted, I could also put on the San Diego hat if I wanted to keep the Mary Janes on. But again, realistically, I would probably wear this outfit with my Birk sandals. And this piece is also from Lisette. I got this on a killer discount from the Equinox shop. It's the Yoko cotton button down. But the purpose of purchasing this piece was to have an article of clothing that I can throw on airplane, like I had described before, if I wanted something a little more than my Athleta short sleeve shirt, right? But still have a classier look to it. And it is quite long in the back. You see you have the split here on the side. I could button it down completely, or I could just wear it as is. This is how it would look with the Everlane pant, which, by the way, what is it? The Everywhere pant in stretch linen. So this is also in linen, but woven in a way that feels softer than the cargo linen. And this is 100% cotton as well, lightweight, and it has that similar, not as much sheen, or maybe the same around the sheen as the Yoko pant and the blouse. But again, it just makes me feel kind of like airflow when I wear these items. But again, it's just easy to mix and match. And I think what spurred this capsule collection, if you will, is the traveling. Because I had to kind of spruce up my wardrobe since these conferences I was attending, they were corporate conferences. And I wanted articles of clothing that looked corporate, but were easy to pack, comfortable to wear, and could be worn from conference to airport, like I did with my Lisette outfit that I showed. And why I insisted on trying Mary Janes as like a fancy shoe option, because they don't take up much space in my backpack, or they would in a carry-on luggage. That was the entire point for these choices, and to pick clothing items that I can swap. So if I wanted to appear fancier, I could wear the long sleeve Yoko shirt like I just did, right? So this is a little more polished looking. But if I wanted to still look somewhat put together, but be a little more comfy cash, I can throw on the Athleta, Mr. Plant. I could throw on the Athleta short sleeve and still look, I think, nice and sophisticated. And another reason why I decided to purchase the ivory caramel crossbody from MZ Wallace, because I don't know if you noticed, but you can change the straps. And if I wanted to wear this more like a purse, I could just use the fancier chain strap and have it on my shoulder like so. And that will be kind of like the purse moment for this style of a crossbody. But that has been it, everyone. This has been my summer capsule collection, and who knows, by the end of the season I might add on different pieces. I do have my eye on a few other articles from Everlane. Rudy, I know, is quite popular, but I wish I could try those pants on in person, because online is hard to tell if those silhouettes will fit me well. But that's kind of what I'm going for in terms of pant design. I've always been a huge fan of barrel types of pant, as seen with how many Lululemon Utility Tech cargo pants that I have, my rag and bone barrel jeans that I've shown before on my other wardrobe videos, and now this has been my go-to outfit of choice. I also have other pieces of clothing in my closet that are like the jumpers, where it's like a one piece, but I don't wear one pieces when traveling, because when you have to go to the bathroom, they're a pain to deal with. You don't want the fabric touching the floor, which would inevitably happen sometimes if you're trying to take it off to go. So that's why I've been wearing more short types of outfits. And again, finding these pieces that initially I didn't think would work well with my closet has just enhanced it in a way that I did not expect. And why I've been wearing my hair continually in twists, because that gives me the capability to wear hats as often as I liked. And I said this in another wardrobe video, how wearing hats elevates my outfit in a way that I did not expect. It's a conversation starter for sure. I can't tell you how many compliments I receive when I wear either this one or the black one. I received compliments on my Solbari one, but more so not on the individual hat, but on the entire outfit, because people will say, you look like you're going on a safari. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's kind of the inspiration. And why I was prompted to purchase the Bagsmart Blast backpack in that color, which I know is not the most practical. You probably already saw with a few close-ups, which I think I'll put those footage clips on my monthly favorites video, that it already got a little dirty on the front. But I knew that was the trade-off, and I didn't mind placing more attention in cleaning, spot cleaning my backpack if I needed, because I didn't like how the black one looked, because I didn't want another black backpack, because I wanted to purchase a color that I thought was very much summer appropriate, but I thought would be winter appropriate too, because I thought the cream ivory would look nice with my chocolate brown North Face jacket, my North Face puffer jacket, right? You can't go wrong with an ivory brown combination. I mean, like, that's the dessert pairing right there. And now with my Kuyana bag, that the only reason why I pull this out of the closet was because contemplating what I would put on my carry-on luggage. I could very much place the backpack on, but I thought this would have like a classier look while traveling, and it doesn't have a trolley strap, so I just have to make sure I would hold it securely on top of the luggage so it doesn't slip off. And again, as I mentioned, Kuyana does have the tote inserts, like the tote insert organizers, where if you wanted more pockets and sections in your tote that is not just kind of free-for-all for everything to go in, you most certainly can use that item. But don't know if I want to spend that much money on a tote organizer. You know, I'll just throw everything in the bag, Mary Poppins style. But that is it. Just wanted to share a few selects from my summer wardrobe, which originally was going to be just like a few clips that I would put in my June favorites, but decided to film a separate video and just dedicate one project to this and share my multiple pieces, and happy to film another one maybe end of August or mid-September to see how the wardrobe, how it has evolved. And I would love to know what your favorite summer pieces have been so far, not only for clothes, but for accessories, shoes, hats, backpacks, and everything else in between. And let me know if you want to see more wardrobe videos. This is not my most favorite ideal setup to film in, but I think we can make it happen. I could just walk back and walk forward. You know, we can make it happen. And why don't I roll out the chair for the outro. So that is it, family. Let me know again what your favorite summer pieces have been. What do you think about my summer picks? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you made it this far, make sure you like this video. It does help me tremendously in letting the algorithm know that you like to watch my videos, but it'll also know to recommend my videos to other enthusiasts, viewers like yourself, and consider subscribing because there might be more wardrobe videos on the way, and you'll know when those uploads drop immediately when you click that notification bell. And if you want to check out what the rest of my June favorites have been, you can click that video here where I cover beauty, skincare, brushes, and a ton of different favorites that I encountered in June. I'll see you in that video down in the comments for this one, and on here again next time.